I've been testing expert option for the past 6 weeks and now I'm ready to tell you my honest review. Specifically, I'm gonna give you an overview of the platform, I'm gonna show you how to open an account, how to trade, how to deposit and how to withdraw your money. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you all the pros and cons of using expert option. If at any point during this video you also would like to try expert option and open an account with them, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. And now, let's start with the review. So, Expert Option is a trading platform that has been around for 10 years and that is currently available on all devices. This trading platform is available in more than 130 countries and currently the minimum deposit is only $10, the minimum trading amount is $1 and there are no commission and no fees. This means that whenever you deposit or withdraw your money, you won't be charged any commission from Expert Option. Now, when it comes to regulations, Expert Option is part of the Financial Commission. This independent third party helps solve disputes between traders and brokers. And in my opinion, it's really important that Expert Option is part of them because this underlines the legitimacy and trustworthiness of this trading platform. And not only that, in case there is a dispute between broker and trader, the Financial Commission will represent completely for free the traders, and if at the end of the dispute the trader end up winning, he might be able to be compensated up to 20,000 euro. Not only that, Expert Option is also verified by Verify My Trade. This means that all the prices that we see on the charts where we are trading with Expert Option are real and verified, and there is no risk that the platform will manipulate the price. To give you further proof that Expert Option is actually member of the Financial Commission, here is a copy of the certificate that was released, and this is proof that all the information on this page are actual true. So, if you decide to start trading with Expert Option, of course, you're gonna need to open an account. Currently on Expert Option, there are 6 different account types available, going from micro, which is the smaller one, to exclusive, which is one that is only available for invitation. As you can see, based on the amount of your deposit, you are gonna be able to access a different type of account. And the higher is your deposit, the more perks you're gonna be able to have, like for example, the priority of your withdrawals or the maximum trade amount that you can place. As you can see, going from $10 up to $3,000. But don't worry if you're a complete beginner, because thanks to all the education that Expert Option provide, you'll quickly be able to understand how to trade. In fact, as you can see here, Expert Option provide training on the psychology of trading, training on technical analysis, trading on graphical analysis, and we also have access to multiple video tutorials that are gonna help us to master the platform. But the aspect that I like the most about Expert Option, and the one that I think is gonna help you the most improve your skills as a trader, is social trading. And as soon as we do the login inside the actual trading platform, I'm gonna show you exactly how it works and why, in my opinion, is something that is gonna truly help you. So we are now inside the trading platform of Expert Option, and there are a lot of things going on in the screen, but don't worry, now I'm gonna explain you how everything works. So let's start here from the top. As you can see, we have our balance. In this case, I'm using a demo account to show you inside the platform, but if you click here, you'll be able to switch between a demo account and your real account. Next to it, we have the finance button. This one will allow you to either withdraw or deposit funds in the account. Let's say that we want to deposit some funds. We simply need to click here. And as you can see, all the current deposit method will appear here. We can change also the country. So in this case, it was set to Brazil, but we can change it. And as you can see here, there are all the countries where you can use Expert Option. Once you select the country, some of the payment method will change because they are specific to that region, while others will remain the same. If instead of a deposit, we wanted to do a withdraw, we simply need to click again on Finance. This time click on Withdraw, and here we're gonna have the menu with all the withdraw option. So in this case, since this is an account that I've created just for this review, there are no funds that I can withdraw, but I'm going to give you a few information that I'm sure are gonna help you to create your first withdrawal request and make sure that everything is as smooth as possible. So first of all, as you can see here, it says that we have only $250 left to withdraw without doing the Know Your Customer verification. Honestly, I suggest you to always complete the Know Your Customer verification verification before requesting a withdraw, even if technically you could request one. Simply because as soon as the trading platform receive your documents and verify your profile, all the withdrawal process is gonna be smoother, and you're also gonna increase your priority even if your account is of lower status. Additionally, there are a couple of more things that I would like to tell you about the withdraw on expert option. Number one is that you can only withdraw to a debit or a credit card the same amount that you deposited with them. What I mean is that if you deposit $40 with a debit or credit card and you want to withdraw the same $40, you need to withdraw them to the same credit card. These only apply to a credit and debit card. The second thing is that, let's say that you deposit $40, you start trading, and now on your account there are $100. When you go to withdraw, those $40 need to be withdrawn to the same exact payment method that you used, and the profits instead can be withdrawn to a different payment method. Again, this is not something that Expert Option is doing to make you things harder for you, but this is something that Expert Option is doing because they need to follow certain rules, being a financial institution. So even if having to follow this procedure may feels a bit annoying, I think that is good because it means that Expert Option is actually following the law and that our funds are safe with them. Also, don't worry, because in case you have any doubt, once you are here in the trading platform, clicking on this chat logo is going to open a live chat where a customer representative is going to be able to help you live solve any of your problems. So if while you are withdrawing you have any doubts, simply click on that button and somebody is going to be immediately able to help you. Now, below the finance button, you will find the pair that you're currently looking at. So in this case, for example, we are looking at euro and USD, but as you can see, clicking on it, we're gonna open the asset list, and here there are all the assets that we can currently trade. As you can see, if we scroll at the bottom, some of them is gonna say that they are inactive, because while some assets are basically available for the majority of the day, others are only available during certain time intervals. And if you're curious and you want to know when a specific asset is going to be available, you simply need to click here where it says Analytics. Clicking on this, as you can see, is going to open this chart, and here you can see what time is it now and also the time frame for all the other assets. So for example, we can see here that in around 20 minutes we're going to be able to trade all these stocks. So in case the asset you want to trade is currently not available, simply clicking here will show you when it's going to be available again. Now, here on the right side, we have this menu that is connected to trading. In fact, if we click here on deals, we're gonna see all the recent trades that were done on this account. As you can see, these were just a few of test trades that I've created. Below, we have trends. These are basically signals that Expert Option is giving us to help identify possible trades. Of course, these signals shouldn't be taken as absolute true, but these are just suggestions that may point us in the right direction. As you can see, there are 3 arrows pointing to the top. It means that this is a strong buy signals. In case there are 3 arrows pointing down, this means that this is a strong sell signals. But again, these are just signals. These are not rules that you need to follow. Below it, we have this social feature, and this is what I was telling you before is one of the things that, in my opinion, is gonna help you the most if you are a beginner trader. In fact, clicking here, we can have a panoramic view of everything that is happening right now. So we have, for example, how many traders are currently online, what is the open volume, so how many open trades are currently going on. We can see the volume, so there are more people are currently bullish, so more people are currently buying. There are people selling, or right now it just changed live, and so it's almost the opposite. Right now there are more people that are bearish rather than bullish, and here instead we can see the top trader in the last minute, and we can see what is the pair that we're trading. So let's say, for example, that you see that Zaid is doing really good on Smartly. Simply clicking on it, as you can see on the background, the asset has changed to Smarty, and we can now follow it. Here on the graph, we can also see another feature of the social trading on Expert Option. In fact, as you can see, this bubble that sometimes appear on the price action, they are here to basically show us when another trader either bought or sold. Of course, if the bubble is red, it means that the trader in this moment has sold, and we can also see the amount of their position. Instead, if the bubble is green, it means that the trader has bought. I think this is helpful because it can give us an idea of the sentiment of the other traders in relationship to this asset. So below the social feature, here we have the opportunity to change the way the trading graph look. So as you can see here, instead of having a single layout, we can have a double layout, so we can follow two assets at the same moment. And below it is what I told you before, the possibility of contacting the assistants. Now, on the lower part of the trading graph, here we have our buy and sell button. These are basically the buttons that you're gonna use to open a position based on your forecast on the price action. Of course, shouldn't be random, but it should be based either on your technical analysis or on your fundamental analysis. So, if after analyzing this specific asset, you think that the price is going to go up in this specific time frame, you're gonna click on the button buy. If instead you think that the price is gonna go down compared to where it is right now, you're gonna click on the bottom sell. As you can see here, we can change the time frame. So here is set to 15 seconds, but you can increase it, as you can see, to 30 seconds. These are the basic, but you also have the custom. This is something that I really like because on a lot of other platforms that I tried, you can only have set intervals. While here, for example, if I want to open a position for 2 hours, 1 minute and 37 seconds, as you can see, I can actually do it. So I think that this gives you a lot of freedom when it comes to deciding how to trade. And on the other side here, we can decide our position. So if we want to open a position for $1, $2, etc. And here again, we can also create the amount that we want. Now, above the buy and sell button, we find all the settings to modify the appearance of the chart. So for example, we can add or remove the grill on the background. We can add or remove the social trading feature. We can, for example, add lines to the graph, or we can add various indicators. Not only that, we can also decide, for example, if we prefer to see an area, the line, the candlestick. So in this way, we can fully personalize the appearance of the chart. Now, moving on the left side of the screen, here we have some other options that can help us while we trade. We have finance that are going to allow to deposit and withdraw funds. Then we can click on profile and have access to all the information related to our trading profile. These are especially helpful, for example, if you are opening a support ticket, giving them your profile ID, of course, is going to immediately help them identify you and understand how to help you. But then we also have access to our trading history, to the analytics, so to see, for example, what are the assets that we trade the most, and we can see them through a helpful graph. Then we're also gonna be able to access the document that we need for the verification. So in case you are requested to, for example, submit a proof of address or a selfie holding your passport, the request is gonna appear here and you will be able to submit them. And finally, we have the option related to security, when you can change your password or enable the two-factor authentication. Then below the profile section, we have the apps. Here, basically, we're gonna have the links to download the mobile app and also the desktop app of Expert Option. In my opinion, you can trade really well just using the web browser, but if you, for example, you also would like to trade on the go, I suggest you download the mobile app. Then you can have access to education that, as I showed you at the beginning, Expert Option provide a lot of helpful tutorial and guide that are gonna help you not only master the platform, but also learn how to trade. And finally, analytics, we already saw them. I am gonna show you the battle feature. This is something really interesting that I saw also in other brokers, but they were more like tournaments or other type of challenges. Instead, this is the first time that I actually see a battle feature. This is literally a battle that you fight against other traders. The duration is 10 minutes, and the way to win is to manage to get the highest profit at the end of this time frame. So it doesn't really matter how much money you have to trade, because it's based on the percentage of your gains. Okay, and so as you can see, in this case we have social race to success, infinite battle, and I like the fact that you can join the battle just with a demo account. You don't need to fight using real money. So now that I give you a full overview of the Expert Option platform, I'm gonna give you my pro and cons about using them. So the main pros that I found about Expert Option are the low minimum deposit. In fact, as we have seen, the minimum deposit is just $10 and the minimum trade is $1. So this basically gives everybody the opportunity to join expert option and immediately start trading. The intuitive interface, in fact, as you've seen here, I give you a brief overview, but once you start using the platform consistently, you're going to master it in no time. The good education, in fact, expert option provide a lot of video tutorials and also written tutorials that, as I told you, not only is gonna help you master the platform, but is also gonna teach you the basic of trading. And finally, the ones that I was probably the most excited about is the social trading feature, because not only this is gonna help you see what's going on in the market, how people are thinking, if people are more bullish or bearish, but I think that it is also helpful to make you feel less lonely while you're trading. Because as you know, when you trade, you spend most of your time alone at home in front of a computer. And so adding a social aspect to your day-to-day trading, I think is really helpful, and I also think that is something that more platforms should do. While the cons of expert option are: number one, that is not available in all countries. In fact, unfortunately, expert option is not available in the majority of the European countries and also in the United States of America. In case you don't know if expert option is available in your location, you simply need to visit the website, and if your location is not supported by this broker, as soon as the website loads, you're gonna be shown a pop-up saying that unfortunately expert option is not available in your location. Then the second con of this platform is that it only has one trading mechanics. In fact, as I show you, the only things that you can do is a forecast on the price, if it's gonna go up or if it's gonna go down. There are no other trading mechanics that, for example, I found in other trading platform. On one side, it makes the platform easier to master, but on the other side, it may make your trading routine a bit repetitive. But again, this is not something really negative, but just to point out that I know that other platforms offer more trading mechanics. And the last one is that unfortunately expert option is not regulated by any government. They are part of the Financial Commission, and they are also verified by Verify My Trade, so we know that they are, as a platform, they are serious about their business and they take care of their traders, but unfortunately, as I said, they are not regulated. So there you have it. This was my review of expert option. As I told you at the beginning, if you would like to try them and open an account, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and until next time, happy trades!